Hi guys, welcome back to Tequila Tuesdays with your host Javier Mata. I am here today at the La Piñata in Coleraine, and I want to take some time to introduce you guys to some great other quality tequilas that probably a lot of people are not aware of. Maybe they've seen it, but I've never really had the chance to try it, especially if you see it at the stores and whatnot. You're looking at different tequilas. There's so many that you don't know what would be the great tequila for your pick. So I just want to show you guys some other great tequilas that I myself enjoy and that we have to offer here again at La Piñata. So, first off, in the previous episodes, you would have noticed that I have been doing añejo tequilas because my favorite type of tequila is añejo. But today, I have some silver and some reposado because I know a lot of people like silver. So, my first tequila is called Altos Plata. Now, this one here is made in the highlands of Altos in Mexico, and it is also a very special tequila when it comes to the way that it's crafted. The piñas are also hand selected, and following the process of the making of this great tequila, it leaves it with a very good aroma that's very citrusy, as well as a little hint of sweetness. So again, the Altos Plata is a very good silver tequila. So if you get a chance to try this, I would really highly recommend to give it a shot, especially if you've never had it before. And let's say, you don't want to purchase it right off the bat. Well, come visit us at La Piñata to have your first taste of Altos Tequila Plata. It's got a really good, nice aroma. It just, just take a minute to smell it and let it come up to you. It's almost like an incense. That is nice and smooth for a silver. You got to be careful with silvers out there at times. Some of them may kind of have that bite back, and that's due to some of the ingredients that they put in. There are quite a bit of tequilas that will contain black pepper. So if anything, if the silver tequila kind of spices you out a little bit and whatnot, chances are that it's probably going to contain some kind of spice ingredient to it. But Altos Tequila, again, very citrusy with the hint of sweetness and smooth. So next, I have the Maestro Dobel Silver, and this is another Plata tequila, aka a silver tequila. And what I like particularly about Dobel Maestro, now Maestro translates to teacher. And the process of the Dobel Maestro tequilas is upon the picking and the making of this fine tequila is supervised by a specialist, aka a maestro, that would be able to make sure that the best of the best is picked and is produced when this tequila, along with the other Dobel Maestro tequilas, are distilled and made. And this one is also double distilled to create that extra smooth that everybody's looking for, especially when it comes to a silver. Because again, the silver tequilas, you kind of got to watch it. Some of them tend to bite back because it being distilled and bottled right away doesn't really give room or chance to smooth out, you know, that warm sensation that you get when you're tasting and drinking a good quality tequila. Another very aromatic tequila that you can smell right off the bat. It's got a nice hint of herbal, a lot of herbalness to it. Of course, I'm not even really sure if herbalness is an actual word, but in any case, you get what I'm trying to tell you. That is where that double distill really stands out in this tequila. I mean, wow, definitely a good tequila, and I highly recommend, if you're into silvers, get a bottle or a shot and try the Dobel Maestro Silver. Definitely highly recommend. And of course, if you don't want to, you know, purchase a bottle quite just yet, or you're unsure, come and visit us at La Piñata and have your first shot of Dobel Maestro Silver. You ain't gonna go wrong, and you're not gonna be unsatisfied. Trust me. All right, guys. So that was the Dobel Maestro Silver. Now we're gonna jump over to Reposado, and Reposado basically means aged, is what it translates to. So typically they age it for a few months in oak barrels, and depending on the tequila, they can differ in the type of oak barrels. So for the next tequila that I have here, it's the Coralejo Reposado, and this particular tequila is aged in French limousine barrels, and it was actually founded in 1755 is when this tequila first came to be. Now, it's when you start to get to the aged part of tequilas, the taste really, how would I say, it transforms basically. So instead of it being you know, bottled right after being distilled, they add some more flavor in the process of putting it inside of barrels, and the tequilas will grab that flavor from whichever barrel that the tequila is aged in. And so then you start to get more into your type of tequila that's kind of like your bourbons and your whiskeys. So if you are a bourbon or whiskey type person, and you know, you like that oaky taste, then the Reposado tequila is right up your alley, you know. So I definitely recommend, you know, also getting into drinking Reposado tequilas aside from silvers, you know, because silvers is, I think, the biggest and the main type of tequila that everybody around the world tends to enjoy or has. So let's go ahead and have a taste of the Coralejo. Again, take a minute to kind of smell and get that aroma of the tequila. This one has a nice little citrusy aroma to it. And then for the taste. Now, for Reposado, that is a very good tequila as well. But the one thing I will mention that might be kind of a turnoff for some people, this one does contain a little bit of a bite back. And typically because probably one of the ingredients is some kind of pepper. So again, as I've mentioned before, if the tequila tends to bite back, it's going to be because of the fact that, you know, the manufacturer tends to add some kind of spice. But, you know, don't let that turn you away from it. It's definitely still a very good tequila, and the bite to it is not all that bad at all. So that was the 3 tequilas that I wanted to mention to you guys in this episode, and please be sure to join us on our next episode of Tequila Tuesdays with your host Javier. And again, if you want a good tequila, come visit us here at the La Piñata. Today, again, I am at the Coleraine location, and you can see me personally at the Centerville location in Dayton. So we'll see you next time, amigos. Have a good one.